Anthony? Hey, are you really not feeling like leaving that condo anytime soon?
What? You're going on about that again, Sienna? Sienna, when are you going to finally understand my current situation instead of always acting like everything I say and do is a lie? I'm starting to lose faith in all these explanations I keep giving you about myself.
As you should, because there's no point in lying to me all the time about what you're currently doing. I won't begin to understand you until you begin to tell me the truth. So, Anthony, why are you not able to ever understand any of the things I explained to you? That condo, the one you currently live in as well, is the condo that your older brother, who is making $1 million a year, who is also my husband, bought for us. In other words, I'm the only one with the right to live there besides him. Are you not embarrassed to be sitting around in our house all the time like a parasite?
Then you're saying my mom also does not have the right to live there, even though her husband just passed away not too long ago and she's lonely right now?
As for your mom, well, she's currently working, and as long as she's putting money into the house, I don't mind having her live with us. But you went and quit your job out of nowhere, and the moment your brother said it was fine for you to move in with us, you had all your things shoved through our front door and started staying with us. And ever since that day, you haven't even tried to look for a new job. Instead, sitting around all day in that room my husband gave you, doing nothing at all with your life.
You're not working either, Sienna.
There's no reason for me to be working right now. Don't relate a housewife like myself to whatever sad mess you are. Also, it's natural for the husband's wife to be living in the same place as him, right? You're in no place to tell me I can't live here just because I'm not working now.
And that's why I've told you plenty of times before. I left that job I had before so that I could help my brother with his job, as well as get the required certifications that I need to go and work with him full time. And this whole building happens to be a part of the company. Therefore, I'm allowed to live here just like any other employee who works there. There's a place for everyone in my brother's family here, which means you don't have to act like I'm taking up this whole condo, when it was made specifically for all of us to be here. Now let me ask, why haven't you come and moved in yet?
Because I am waiting for you to get out of there before bringing all my stuff.
What? Why?
Listen, Anthony, I'm saying all of this for your own good. That condo is my wealthy husband's place to make his home. And with his mother willing to work a job and help pay the bills, she's allowed a spot there. But the fact that you just climbed on in and haven't left that place since to work or go out and study, that's what makes you the definition of a parasite.
Do you even know the definition of a parasite?
If you don't want to be called such a nasty thing anymore, go out and find a job and then get out of our condo. Until you are officially moved out of there, I am not going to stop pestering you about it.
Colt, do you have a second to talk? Oh, hey, Anthony. What do you want to talk about? Is this about studying for that exam you have coming up? Actually, that's all been going pretty well for me. I've been making sure to study for at least 4 hours a day. However, I want to talk to you about your wife right now. I don't think I can stand her for much longer, Colt. Was she saying even more things to you? These days, she's texting me around 1 to 2 times telling me to get out of your condo. Then she'll go on about how I'm doing nothing at all with my life and won't even listen to my explanations about why she is wrong. I've told her before that this whole building is a part of the company, which means that I'm allowed to live here since I'm technically working with you. Yet she won't even listen to that. I see. I'm sorry for saying this to you all the time. I'm sure she's far more trouble around you than she is around me. No, I'm sorry that you're having to continue putting up with her when you've done nothing to deserve that kind of treatment. Um, Today I accidentally told her that she does have a room here with you and that she doesn't have to keep whining about me taking up her space. Was that too soon of me? No, that's fine. You can tell her it's okay to come now. If she really were to move out right now, I wouldn't be bothered by it because my room is already set up completely, so she can come sleep with me and then work on setting up her hobby room during her free time. Oh, that's a good point. Thank goodness. I really am sorry, though, for all the trouble she's causing you. I was really hoping that things would go a little more smoothly so that we could all be happy and not have to fight. I don't think she even understands that part of the reason why things have been taking so long with moving into the condo is because we have to renovate a lot of things still. I really want that office for you and I completed soon, but that's not stopping her from moving in, and neither are you. Ugh, I wish you would just be a little bit more open-minded. This whole building still has a lot of work that needs to be done, so I really need to get back to focusing on that completely. Having to run a company like that really must be a stressful job, huh? Kind of is. Well, things should be calming down here soon, right? That's right. I can already see the end of this long and tiresome tunnel. You also know that things are coming to a close here soon then, which means we'll both have to act soon. Let's both do our best when the time comes to finish things off. All right. Thank you for being by my side here, Anthony.
Anthony, tomorrow I'll be moving into that condo.
What? Oh, now that I think about it, your lease on that apartment is pretty much over with now.
That's right. Honestly, the fact that I have to move into that condo now, knowing that you have still not moved out of there like I've asked so many times, pisses me off. Not only do I have to move in now because my lease is ended, but I have to do so with you still acting all comfortable there.
By the way, tomorrow my brother has the day off work, right?
Well, it is the day that I'll be moving into his condo. It also seems that he's taking care of a lot of the trouble within his company now. So now I'll have a chance to talk with him in person about hiring an exterminator to deal with the parasite that's still living within his home. Hey, Anthony!
Oh, hey, Sienna. You should be in the middle of moving in, correct? What's happened that has you calling me so many times like that?
Have you gone and told my husband something that's not true?
What? I'm very sorry, but I really don't have any idea what you're trying to assume that I've done.
I do not like riding in cars very much as it makes me feel very sick. So I took some medicine to make me fall asleep for the ride over to the condo and wasn't awake the whole entire time. I was just told that we had arrived, so I opened my eyes. This place, this isn't the condo I was told about. This is Brandon's family's house.
Brandon? Ah, you're talking about the man you've been cheating on my brother with.
Wait, what?
So what you're trying to say right now is this. After having sent all of your things out of the old apartment with the moving company, you and my brother got into his car and rode in it all the way there. And to your surprise, the place you were going wasn't this condo, but to your secret boyfriend's house, right?
So you know all about this already? What the hell is up with you, Anthony? And what the hell is going on here?
I'm only telling you the things I've been told by my brother about you.
What?
Originally, Colt had only sent the remainder of his things to this condo in those moving trucks, because he already knew what was going on with you and that Brandon guy. But when I showed him all the things you had been saying to me about being a parasite and not working a job, he knew you had no right to speak about that. Especially when you're nothing but a stranger to us.
What? What do you mean, a stranger? Why would he be calling his own wife a stranger now?
Sienna!
Colt.
You just learned that I'd known about you cheating on me, yet you still have the nerve to call yourself my wife?
Things aren't what you think, Colt. That man, Brandon. He's nothing more than a friend of mine, and we haven't done anything together.
I have a whole lot of evidence that points to you lying right now.
What?
I can see you don't know what's been going on still. But Brandon just so happened to be Anthony's old co-worker.
Huh?
And all this started when my brother noticed you and him coming out of a hotel together, while he was on his way home from the office. He was very troubled by what he has seen, but took the chance to tell me what he saw. Hearing that from him, I called a detective to have him take a deeper look into you.
You've been using a detective now?
After a few weeks of having him look into you and the man you've been with, he found out that you have both been a thing since before we got married. And the only reason you ever ended up marrying me in the first place is because you both knew I've been running my own company and that you could use me as your ATM. The main reason why you wanted my money so badly was because you needed me to help you pay off all that debt you'd been in. Then when you found out about the condo I'd bought, you intended on using that as a place to make love to Brandon, until my mom and I were fully moved into it. But that's when you ran into my brother living there. And without even caring about his explanation that he's working for me and studying, started calling him a parasite in hopes of getting him to leave.
What the heck? Why did you both find out about this? This is all because of your little brother. I knew he was trouble the moment I ran into him.
What are you talking about? This is all because of you and your boyfriend you've been keeping behind my back. Don't even try pushing the blame onto my little brother now.
All right, okay. I'll break up with Brandon now if you want.
Huh?
Well, to be completely honest with you, I don't care about all the debt that he's gotten himself into. I already had my debts paid off, so I don't need to listen to what he says anymore. He was the one that got me all wrapped up in this in the first place. Now that I've started to see the full situation, I know that you're the only man that makes me happy, and that's why I married you. Please, believe me.
Would someone that really married me because they're happy with me continue going to hotels with that man after our wedding? I told you I have all the evidence. No matter what you have to say to me now, our divorce is set in stone. And what I mean by that is we're already divorced.
Huh?
A little while back, you stayed out way too late. And when I said I wanted you home earlier, you came home and gave me divorce paperwork that you had already filled out. You then went and threatened me by saying you could divorce me whenever you wanted to.
What? No way. You used that divorce paperwork?
I did. And I handed them into the courthouse completely filled out just the other day, which means that you and I are nothing more than strangers now.
This has to be a lie, right?
Now, here's the thing. Just because we're divorced now doesn't wash away your sins of cheating on me that whole time we'd been married. And so I'll be getting a settlement from both you and Brandon.
A settlement?
And if you'd like to know where all of your things were sent to, they're at Brandon's family house already. That was all a choice made by your parents, by the way.
What?
This is what your dad wanted me to tell you, so I'll let you hear this now. If you wanted to be with Brandon so bad, then here is your chance to do just that. Please have your marriage form handed into the courthouse in the next 100 days, or else you're coming home to us.
Huh?
He then went on to say, you will be working with that man for the rest of your life in order to pay off his $200,000 worth of debt for letting his company fail.
What is he saying?
If you do marry him in the next 100 days, then your mother and I will be cutting ties to you. And if you don't, you'll be coming home and receiving the worst punishment anyone will have ever received.
What?
It sounds to me like your dad'll be paying off your settlement and Brandon's settlement to me. But then you both will have to be indebted to him for the rest of your lives.
Wait, no, wait. Oh, this is all completely screwed up, right?
Well, then you can go have a discussion with your parents as to why you think they're being too harsh. I just ask that you pay off that settlement through your dad as quickly as possible. Other than talks about the money, I don't want to hear any more from you. You were the one that got yourself into that situation, so please, don't get me involved in it anymore.
How am I supposed to go and talk to them when they want me either dead or married to a man with tons of debt?
That's not my problem.
Colt!
Goodbye forever now.
I don't want to be in debt again.
After all of that, I got a text from Sienna telling me to do something about my brother. But I chose to block her number immediately after getting that text. My brother later told me that right after he said goodbye to Sienna, she tried to run back to her parents' house asking for forgiveness, but they kicked her out saying that she had to get married to Brandon. And so, with nowhere left to run, and 100 days to get that marriage taken care of, she did just that and moved in with Brandon and his family. Little did she know the extent of Brandon's debt was much worse than she had thought, and it included his whole family after their company fell apart. Her parents were happy to hear she was getting married to him, because they needed her to start working for them right away. And it wasn't long before the news got out that she and Brandon were officially married. As of right now, it doesn't matter whether it's morning, evening, or night. Sienna is working her butt off for that family and not able to escape from them. And most recently, her mother-in-law has really started to squeeze her grip tightly on Sienna, leaving her looking like she's in a worse state every day. With there being nowhere else for Sienna to even think about running now, her mind and her heart have officially been broken, with her becoming a part of that family for the rest of time. As for my brother Colt, he fully moved into his new condo with me, and having had all the renovations completed, it was time for him to start moving more and more of his newer employees into the building. I was also able to pass my exam first try, and will now be working alongside him full-time, based in our new office located in the condo itself. Of course, we'll both have to go into the actual office every week, but it sure does feel good to finally have this new job with my brother and to not have that money-sucking parasite attached to my brother anymore. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Alana. I wanted to talk about Harry.
Ugh, what? We're studying right now. Don't distract us.
Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you. I mean, well, I'm just a little concerned.
Huh? You're concerned? About what? Harry?
Not him necessarily. I've known the kid practically his whole life. I know you guys have been really good friends since you were little.
Yeah, that's right. So what are you trying to say? Can you leave me alone, please? I'm not a kid anymore. I'm in high school.
I know that, honey. It's just... I'm not sure I feel comfortable about you two being in your room together with the door closed. Harry's in college now, right? He's an adult now.
He's just helping me study. What's wrong with that? There's nothing going on. Stop being creepy.
Sorry. Like I said, I'm just feeling a little uncomfortable about it.
You're lame. But thanks for worrying, I guess. But there's nothing to worry about. End of discussion.
Okay.
By the way, your mom's wedding anniversary is this Friday, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But mom's working that day, right?
I think so. Why? What's up?
Well, I was thinking, since mom's gonna be working, I could cook dinner, so she doesn't have to. It's a half day at school that day, so I'll be home earlier than usual. But don't tell her. I want it to be a surprise.
Gotcha. You've grown up to be such a nice girl. I'm proud of you.
Ew, please don't make those emoji faces. No one does that anymore.
Sorry.
Dad, what's going on?
What's up? Are you on your way home from school?
Mom stole Harry from me.
What? What do you mean she stole him?
This is horrible. I have no idea what to do.
Alana, what are you talking about?
Like I said, Mom took Harry away from me. Why would she do that? Why are Mom and Harry together? Dad, tell me.
First of all, calm down.
I'm sorry. There's no way you'd know what's going on. I'm sorry to spring this on you while you're at work.
Are you home right now? I want to call you if it's okay. I'm about to get in my car.
I'm at Westbrook Park right now.
Okay. You can stay there if that's what you need right now. But when you feel up for talking, I want you to tell me exactly what happened. If you don't want to talk on the phone, you could text instead.
Okay. Well, remember how I said I wanted to make dinner since my school was only a half day today?
Of course. You told me to keep it a secret from Mom. I kept my promise.
Yeah. Well, I thought Mom had work and no one would be there. But when I got there, I saw Harry's shoes at the front door.
Huh? Why? Why would he be there alone?
Mom was there. I had no clue what was going on when I walked through the door. It didn't make sense. No one should have been in the house. When I looked through the house to try and find him, I heard his voice and Mom's voice coming from the bathroom.
What?
I couldn't believe it. I ran out of the house without opening the bathroom door. I didn't do anything wrong, but for some reason it felt like I was part of something bad, just by being there. I literally have no idea what's going on. I left my backpack right at the front door. They're definitely gonna know I've been there when they go to leave. Dad, I'm so sorry. I can't stop crying. I don't know what to do.
Alana, there's nothing for you to apologize about. You did nothing wrong.
Why would this happen on your wedding anniversary of all days? It's my fault. It's all because I came home early. Oh, I'm sorry for ruining your anniversary.
Alana, listen to me. You are such a kind and thoughtful person. Like I said, you've done nothing wrong, and none of this is your fault. Just sit tight where you are. I'll be there soon.
But what about work?
Actually, I was planning on surprising Mom, too. I thought it would be fun if you and I cooked for your mom together. I mean, it's not just any anniversary. 20 years is a big accomplishment.
Oh. Dad, I want to stay with you. Please don't leave me.
Alana, I would never do that. Everything's going to be fine. Leave everything to me. Thank you for letting me know about this. You were brave.
Brian. Oh, don't ignore me. Just listen to me. This is all moving too fast. Divorce? Lawyers? You're leaving with Alana? Let's slow down and talk this out. Please, let's just talk one more time. Come on, I know you're reading these texts.
There's nothing left for us to talk about. Anything else that needs to be discussed can be done through my lawyer.
There you are. Oh, I've been waiting for like 4 whole days to hear back from you.
Stop messaging me. I'm going to block your number if you don't stop.
Well, why haven't you done it already? Is it because you want to forgive me?
Have you listened to literally even a single word I've said? I already told you the custody of Alana hasn't been decided yet. And as much as I want to block you, I can't yet. And if possible, I would like to make this the last time we speak to each other until then. What do you want anyway?
I just wanted to let you know that you and Alana are completely misunderstanding this whole thing. It seems like you don't understand my relationship with Harry.
Oh, you think we don't understand? I caught you two in the bathtub together. What could I possibly be misunderstanding?
Well, about that. Oh, how do I put this? Well, I guess I did something maybe I shouldn't have, but it was just once. Things got a little steamy, and one thing led to another. That wasn't what we were intending. I was just giving him a tour of the bathroom, and the next thing I know, we were in the bath together. Oh, of course that meant nothing. You and Alana are way more important to me. Oh, please, believe me. Come on. You must know how much you two mean to me. That's never gonna change.
Oh, yeah? Based on what you've just said, I didn't misunderstand anything. I caught you two in a bath, and you just admitted to it.
Well, that's not what I mean. It was just a one-time thing. Oh, why are you blowing it out of proportion? You gotta believe me. We never intended on making it a regular thing.
I don't believe a single word coming out of your mouth. You cheated on me with our daughter's crush.
Oh, what was I supposed to do? He's at the house all the time.
So you took that as an excuse to cheat on me? I honestly can't believe anyone would say something so stupid.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Here's what you need to do. First of all, admit that this affair has been going on for the past 6 months. Next, you need to shut up, agree to this divorce, give me full custody of Alana, and pay me for the damage you've done to this family. Alana already said she'd never want to see you again for the rest of her life.
No, I don't want to get divorced. I totally don't want to live on my own. I can't live without you and Alana. And like I said, it was just one time. It definitely wasn't 6 months. Come on, just give me one more chance.
You keep saying it was just one time. Harry says otherwise. He manned up and admitted to me that this has been going on for the past half year.
Huh?
It might have been just a fling for you, but Harry was totally in love with you. He told me he'd find a job to pay your compensation money, but in return, he asked me to let him marry you when this is all over. Isn't that just a happy ending for you?
Oh, no way. Oh, what an idiot. Why would he say that?
Harry's parents know everything too. They came to me on their hands and knees begging for forgiveness. You can cut the act now. Stop pretending like it was just one time because you think I'll forgive you. This divorce is happening and you need to accept that. If you don't sign the papers, I'll move forward and force the divorce. I don't care how much time or money it's going to cost. We're done.
But you're who I really love.
Enough already. You have a new young stud now. Why don't you get married to him? He already said he's going to drop out of college and start working. Hope that works out for him. He's really head over heels for you.
Oh, I don't wanna. I never wanted this to happen. I never had those kinds of feelings for him. Oh, come on, Brian. With all the stress from being a housewife, can't you just cut me a break? Housewives need some time off to enjoy themselves too, you know. That's all it was. It's basically the same thing as when men go fishing with their friends.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. Did you slip and hit your head in the bath when you were getting into it with Harry? You lied about being at your job so you could be intimately involved with the guy your daughter likes? Oh, no matter what ridiculous nonsense you're trying to give me, what you did was cheating. End of story.
Oh, you don't listen to me when I talk. I bet Alana understands. We are both women after all. I bet she understands how a woman has needs. Let me talk to her. She hasn't returned my calls or even read my texts lately.
Of course she hasn't. Her mother cheated on her father with the guy she liked. Although, I do have a message from her.
You do? What did she say?
You're not my mother. I never want to see you again, you monster. You've caused her enough pain. For her sake, don't come near us ever again.
Why? Oh, this is so unfair. We were all such a big happy family before this.
Yes, we were. Past tense. That was way before you betrayed your family. Do you even know why Alana was there that day? She came home from school early because she wanted to surprise you by cooking for you. It would have been a wonderful day if she didn't have to come home to find you completely destroyed our family. I'm so proud of her for all of this. She is a wonderful, kind person, the complete opposite of you. The only surprise that day was what you did to us. It was the worst surprise I've ever gotten in my life.
I'm so sorry. I've thought about what I did, and I was wrong. Oh, I promise I'll never do it again. I'll do anything.
Oh yeah? You'll do anything? Then sign the divorce papers. I have no intention of trying to make things work with you. If it were only me you hurt, I could have lived with that. But you doubly stabbed our daughter in the back when you stole her crush and cheated on me. If you're a real mother, you'd understand how much you hurt her. You and Harry have that in common, I suppose. You both betrayed people who loved you.
What am I gonna do? I'm almost 40. He can't even drink yet. How am I gonna be happy with a kid that young?
That's not my problem. How about taking a nice hot bath to relax and figure out what to do? After that, I received money from both Jackie and Harry, and our divorce got finalized. Word spread pretty fast about what happened. To avoid being the target of any rumors, I decided to pack up and move to another part of town with Alana. Not surprisingly, Jackie had no one she could turn to when everything was said and done. She reluctantly found a small studio apartment and started living together with Harry. Neither of them had any money after they had to pay me for their affair. Harry was completely disowned by his family. He did end up dropping out of college and started to look for a job that would hire him. To the surprise of no one, the two of them didn't exactly get along very well. They fought pretty much every day and eventually ended their relationship. There was one time my ex-wife showed up at my daughter's school to try and talk to her, but of course, Alana completely ignored her. I think that finally got the message across to her that we want nothing to do with her ever again. Since then, we haven't heard anything from her. 2 years have passed since then. The other day, Alana brought a boy home and introduced him to me as her boyfriend. I knew this day would come. But after everything that happened, I trusted Alana to use her best judgment to find a guy that wouldn't do the same thing to her as Harry. All three of us went out to dinner together that night. I dropped off her new boyfriend at his house when we were finished. On the drive home, Alana turned to me and said, "Dad, I really like him because he reminds me of you."